it's Zed. It's been a while since I've actually uploaded a video about Wiz and what is really going on in the community, mainly because it has been very stale since probably since the level 180, world dropped. Honestly, there's not much to cover in my personal opinion. I just wanted to kind of go over exactly how bad and terrible and stale the meta is. I know I've been kind of like muted, of course. They are currently like muting everyone and banning a lot of people in the community, and I just wanted to step in and kind of talk about like how boring the meta is compared to level 170. I think that was kind of like when everything was kind of peak. I think the only problems I had with that meta was I think a lot of people were complaining about scales, and I think healing was another problem, and I think that was the only, I think PvEing as well. I think that's just like completely ignoring the fact that, what I mean, blade counters exist, what I mean, as a balance. I know other schools can, counter that, that's not problematic, but schools like Storm, Balance, and, Life, you technically need to, like, get out your way to actually, like, counter PvEing. But, rather than that being said, it's been really the same. It's been hidden feint. It's been like Shads being completely out of touch with the game, as well as pretty much I think just bubble. I think just bubbling like every single time, and then like I think auras are another problem that the game completely just pretends like these auras are kind of like, what I mean. Okay, but that's pretty much it. Like every time you go into a game, you just aura spam and then pretty much just play for a single shot because Lash does so much damage, and other than that, it's pretty boring. Like you literally, what I mean, you can't, and like majority of matchups are like completely like it's shielding. It's pretty much just Diego will probably come out and just declare the person that's been losing. That's what it is. And a lot of matchups like Death versus Life, Ice versus Balance, like all these matchups are just completely like people just timer and play for Diego, and that's pretty much all that happens. I think Dark Surge and a lot of these spells completely been like removed from decks. I think a lot of people don't really even pack Dark Surge anymore. I think Hidden Blades also became really terrible because it does a lot of damage to you, and it's not even worth it actually. So auras, a lot of the 6-pip hits don't really do damage. A lot of people just play death, you know what I mean? And this is the school that completely ignores the fact that reality is not even a thing. Like they can literally counter everything, and the only problem is that if you're playing against another death, it's just another weakness spam. It's really that stupid. Fires, of course, OTs are still being problematic. Everyone is literally carrying that dot shift, the double shift, and that's pretty much what you need to have on majority of the schools besides like Storm. Like it's crazy. And I know they have added a Lash into like, what I mean, heal gambits, but like or should I say it's not heal gambits, but it's heal Lash, if that makes sense. If you're currently using S'mores, you need to heal on the enemy to produce Lash, but that's not something that a lot of people can pull off, honestly. But it's really boring, and it's just my take on it. It's really I know Minions are coming into the game, and I don't know how that's going to turn out to be. If Minions don't really do majority of if they don't set up gambits, if they don't change bubbles, if they don't shield, if they don't do a lot of exciting things, broken things, that's super exciting. That's what a lot of people will say, like, oh, this is too broken, oh, this, what I mean. It's just like you can't expect, what I mean, a lot of excitement if things are not like, if every school doesn't have something that's broken in it, if that makes sense. Otherwise, it's just going to be like that one school that just completely dominates the entire, season, which is Death and Fire and Myth, obviously. But hopefully we get some changes on that. I don't have much to say because I don't really think that they care, you know what I mean. I've been making videos for a little bit right now, and it's completely like, I know what's going on. Like, I realize that they don't really seem to, care, but it's just my take on everything that's been happening, and yeah, it's been completely RNG, you know what I mean. And I think I lost like 7 games to Diego because matches didn't really, you know what I mean, didn't really end. And that's just what it is. But yeah, it's pretty boring. It's pretty stale. I feel like we just need team PvP and tournaments back. But that's like the 100th time I said that. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, I guess, and let me know what y'all think about this meta because I feel like it is the worst meta in the game now. All right, peace.